Hey guys, Lojo9 Gaming here, and welcome back to the Gillingham Career Mode here on FIFA 17. And in our first game of the season, we take on Port Vale in the League 1. We start off with a good chance here as Bradley Dack plays through J. Emmanuel Thomas, but McIntosh gets in front of the QPR striker just before he can shoot and maybe get that ball into the back of the net. A good block there by the Port Vale centre-back, I believe, as we could have easily taken a 1-0 lead there. The goalkeeper probably had it covered if it was going straight to him. But here in the 40th minute, Max Emma gets the ball from a bad pass from Port Vale. But then, talking of bad passes, Oshilaja gives the ball away to Thomas, who takes a good shot. Bond forced to make a great save down to his bottom right. Probably wasn't going to go in, same as just before. Thomas just weaving his way through my defence. Actually, probably was going to go in if the goalkeeper Bond was a bit too late there. We probably would have been 1-0 down. And then straight from the corner, Thomas again looking to get a goal against us, and he does exactly that, crossing the ball in, and Patterson heads the ball over the goalkeeper into the near the top right corner of the net. A very good header. Patterson just jumping higher than the rest of us. Of course, that's what you do. That's how you win a header most of the times. Just right into the top corner. I don't know what Max Emma was doing there, trying to get the ball, trying to clear it, but a 1-0 loss at the moment, 1-0 deficit going into half-time, or well, at least it looked that way, as Martin Patterson puts Port Vale 1-0 up. But then here in the 45th minute, Lorenzen plays through Jonathan Lecco, who then tries to go around his man, gets past Perkis, passes the ball to Lorenzen, who finds Lecco again, and then Grant comes up and tackles Lecco. Lecco stays on his feet, but then a slide tackle from Grant takes down Jonathan Lecco, and we are given a free kick on the edge of the box. And Gillingham are in League 1, not the best at free kicks, but Bradley Dack decides to step up to take this one. I did speed up the gameplay because it takes a long time for the referee to do this. I don't know why it takes so long. They probably should just skip this. I probably should have skipped it. But eventually we do get to the free kick. Bradley Dack taking it. Four-man wall. A look to see who's the best free kick taker. Bradley Dack is the best free kick taker. The best free kick accuracy and the best curve, 71 and 75. We aim it between the two middle heads of the wall, and we hit the post and it goes in. A great free kick by Bradley Dack, and we are back on level terms going into half-time, and surely that will be the end of the half. A great free kick in my opinion. The first free kick of the series has gone into the back of the net. What a start. I aim it between the two middle heads. Just, I think, a little bit of power. Hits near the top left corner. A great free kick. Comes off the post. Quite lucky there that the goalkeeper had already dived. Most goalkeepers would just stand still because there's no way you're going to save that if it goes in the top left. But it is 1-1. Probably one of my best goals this year on FIFA. And Bradley Dack with his first goal in League 1. We do go into the second half though, and Christopher Mbamba comes on for De Vrijts. And I believe... I don't believe, actually. I can't remember who came off for us. But I think it was Hessenthaler, Jake Hessenthaler, that comes on. But here in the 53rd minute, Lecco comes down the right side of the box, finds Lorenzen, who takes a great shot, but Alnwick with a great save. He couldn't do that for the free kick earlier, but able to get down to his bottom left, or not bottom left, middle left, to save that. A good shot from Lorenzen, quite a bit of power, but the goalkeeper makes an extraordinary save. Sam Foley does come on for Jerome Thomas. Thomas has been causing me a little bit of problems. Maybe he was too fatigued. I don't know why they took him off. Probably shouldn't have, because in the 90th minute here, Hessenthaler finds Lecco, finds Emmanuel Thomas. Jet then finds Lecco. Lecco crosses the ball in, and there's Lorenzen on his debut. Well, many players are on their debut, but Lorenzen gets the goal on his debut, and it was a very weird header. He ducks down kind of, and then just jumps up into the ball. So he had his head pointing downwards, and then just hits it on the way down. It's kind of a weird goal. The goalkeeping, a bit questionable, but we are 2-1 up with just no time left to go. And then pretty much straight from kickoff, it was full time. We win our first game in League 1. A great start to the brand new series. Well, not brand new anymore. Still quite new, but we're one episode in. I don't know what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm saying. Bradley Stevenson says he wants to play in this next cup game against Stevenage, or our first cup game against Stevenage, and Lorenzen tells me he is not up to play for this game. It is a fairly important game, but I decide to change the entire team. And as you'll see there, Ronald Escobar is making his debut. This is the Stevenage team, and then this is our team coming up right now. As you see here, Ronald Escobar making his debut. Not a very well-known team. List making an appearance on the right wing, and Noble as striker. Donnelly is given the ball by Noble just 12 minutes in, and a great save from Jones. But then here in the 32nd minute, Schumacher puts the ball out wide for Walker, who finds Pett on the right wing and goes out wide, passes it in to Walker, and then Walker with a good shot, blocked by Cargill, but McCurdy, I thought I said McIlroy for a second. McCurdy fires the ball into the bottom right corner, and Ronald Escobar had no chance of getting to that. It was too quick. Too quick, and he couldn't get down to his bottom right in time. And a great finish, really, by the Stevenage player. Very lucky goal. Actually, he probably could have got there if he tried. Could have got there. Quite questionable, actually, if he was a bit earlier. Of course, making his first appearance ever, because he's a kind of new-gen / regen kind of person. And we did find him in the free agent, so that's probably why he's a free agent. But then Michael Tongue comes on for Harry McCurdy at half-time, and Emmanuel Osadebe comes on for us. And then until the 60th minute, nothing happened. They make another substitution. Not here finds Noble, who finds Donnelly, who passes the ball, tries to get the ball back to Noble, eventually does. Noble goes down to the right-hand side of the goalkeeper. A great shot, and an equally good save by Jones. Quite fast, I would say, for the goalkeeper. He had good outstretched arms, I guess you could say. That's a weird way of putting it. But if there's no audio for the next couple of minutes, this is because I changed the microphone to my PS4 controller because I wanted to hear what was going on in-game, because there's people around my house, and from the corner nothing really happens. Donnelly gets his head on it, but nothing comes of it, and that's why there's no audio for the next couple of minutes, and that will just be me talking, and maybe I put some music in the background. Comment down below if you think I should put music in the background of these videos. But anyway, here in the 69th minute, List gets the ball on the right wing, finds Noble, who finds Not, and a great shot again, equally matched by the save. But then here in the 84th minute, Noble steals the ball from the defender and hits the post as the ball is then cleared. Then here in the 86th minute, Noble again finds Not, who finds Noble, passes the ball out to Elliot List, who fires the ball into the bottom right corner and makes it 1-1 just before full time, and a great finish. But I think he's 19. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's 19 years old. By the 19-year-old right midfielder. A great finish. The only reason I had him playing is because he's got quite a bit of pace, and quite a bit of pace is kind of what you need in these type of teams where you're in League One. And that's probably what I'm trying to say. And I put him on, and he scored. So got us back into the game. Stevenage went all out attack, which meant we could counter. Rory Donnelly given the ball here in the box, and somehow he does not put that past the keeper. I put it on finesse, probably did it a bit too late. I probably should have shot about here. Instead I went too late, and the goalkeeper had quite an easy save and denied me from scoring. That would be full time, but it wouldn't be full time because there's extra time as Emma and J. Emmanuel Thomas come on. Not finds J. Emmanuel Thomas, who finds Garmston here just 5 minutes or 10 minutes after the restart. 11 minutes after the restart. Can you count? I cannot count. But a great goal with his left foot. Just goalkeeping a bit questionable, but Stevenage, not the best of sides. Neither are Gillingham, so I don't know why I'm being so judgmental. I don't know. Anyway, we do go 2-1 up here in this cup fixture. I don't know what I'm saying, as I said before. I'm very, very dumb. we'll just leave it at that. We do win 2-1. Ronald Escobar with quite a decent debut in my opinion. Probably could have done a bit better with that goal. It was quite doubtful, but Melvin Lorenzen does thank us for not playing him. It's a bit of a weird thing. Usually like to play, but we do some more training, and then we get straight into our next game against MK Dons in League One. This game was, I think, I just wasn't right in the head going into this game. I thought we were going to lose because MK Dons are a pretty big side, as most people know who they are, and not many people know who Gillingham are, or at least that's what I think. Living on the other side of the world doesn't really help me knowing what English people know. But we do go off to a great start here as Reeves comes just weaving through and scores. Yeah, 3 minutes in, MK Dons take the lead with Reeves firing the ball into the back of the net, and I don't know how. I was standing off a bit, or not, no, that's a lie. I was trying to stand off, like I was telling myself to stand off. I just didn't do it, and Bond, oh bless him, he tries. He really does try to get to that ball, but he just can't. A great finish by Reeves. And MK Dons take a 1-0 lead here, just 3 minutes into our second game in League One, so not the best of starts. But a great ball there from Dak, I believe, finds Moore in the box on the left-hand side, gets round his man eventually, crosses the ball into J. Emmanuel Thomas, and Lecco with a sitter misses. Of course he does. The man on loan from West Brom had probably one of the best chances of the first half, and heads it over the bar. If the goalkeeper... If he headed that on target, there is no way the goalkeeper is going to get to that. I'm going to say that right now. There is no way on earth the goalkeeper is saving that. And that was just completely useless header from Jonathan Lecco. Martin then does clear the ball downfield. Maynard heads it, and it gets worse. Emma goes down, and he does not... Or he does get back up, but... we're forced to take him off because apparently he's got an injury. We do put Cargill on. He did play in the last match. I think we took him off for Emma in the last match, so it's a bit of, I take you off for him. I take you back off for him. I take you off for him. I put you back on for him. I don't know. As I said before, I do not know what I'm saying. And then in the 33rd minute, Lecco comes down the right wing looking to make amends for that horrible miss. Going up against Wooten, gets right past him, horrible defending from Wooten, slides in, Wright given the ball, after a bit of skills, the cheeky skills from Jonathan Lecco, a great shot by Wright, and again, a good save. The goalkeepers are incredible, in my opinion. I don't know, I probably wasn't going to go in, but I think that should go in. If that was on target, I think that should be a goal. Wooten, what are you doing? Wooten has his thumb up like he's made a good challenge. He's the reason that shot was given, or that shot was taken. Then Wright does come off for Osadebe as we need some pace in the midfield, in my opinion. And Upson comes through here, finds Nicky Maynard. I get absolutely turned by Nicky Maynard. And then Upson fires the ball into the net. So, not a good start in the league. One win, I enjoyed that win, 2-1 against... Oh God, I've forgotten who it is. Oh God, Port Vale, that's who it was. 2-0 is the result here. Just 53 minutes in. Oh no, I don't want to watch that anymore. Nicky Maynard turns me inside out, and Upson with a tidy little finish. The goalkeeping, questionable again. I don't know why he just dives to the right. The ball wasn't going to the right, but maybe he was a bit fooled by how bad we had been turned by Nicky Maynard. Here in the 64th minute though, we do win the ball back as it was cleared downfield. Dak finds Osadebe, who finds Emre Moore, pushed off the ball by Baldock, and he just loses the ball. Eneke comes forward, Emre Moore chasing back, trying to win the ball back. Doesn't get it. Potter finds Upson, who finds Maynard. Maynard then finds Potter. And Cargill with a good challenge. Dak sends the ball forward here for J. Emmanuel Thomas. Is he going to get to it? Yes, he is. The big man comes inside, finds Lorenzen, and 2-2 for Marvin Lorenzen. His name is Marvin, right? Marvin. Lorenzen puts the ball in the back of the net, and it is 2-2 for the former Werder Bremen striker. He puts the ball into the near the top left corner. That's quite a nice finish there. The goalkeeper just stood still, as I said in the first game. There's no way you're saving those. And a great finish by Lorenzen. And then you see here, Kieran Agard comes on for Nicky Maynard. A substitution. I don't know why I was going to say a good substitution. I don't know who Agard is. I don't know who many of these players are. I'm just going to say that now. I'm not a watcher of EFL League One. As you see here, we do go on to all-out attack. And as you'll see here in a minute, after Daniel Powell comes on for Samir, not going to pronounce that name, nothing really happens until the 90th minute, when everything happens. Emmanuel Thomas gets the ball to Moore eventually. Moore fights for it, finds Lecco, and does Lecco score to make up for his horrible miss? No, he does not. Why would he score when it can make it 2-2 and give us a draw, so we can just go back to the drawing board, back to square one? That's what I'll say, and just retry. We crossed the ball in, punched out by Martin. Martin was incredible in this game. And Oshilaja, good try, mate. Good try. And that is how we end that game. Third game of the episode. I'm going to go for 4 games in this episode. This will be the last post-commentary episode. So, this is not the last game. And we see Max Emmer is out for 8 days. I think that means he's going to miss the next match against Scunthorpe. And then we see Paul Konchesky wants to play, or no, he thanks me for playing him in the last game. Anyway, that does bring us into our next match here against Scunthorpe away from home in League 2. League 1. League 1. It's definitely League 1. As Scunthorpe, there is their lineup. You might know some of their players. A very similar formation to us, 4-2-2-2, I think. I think you could describe that. It's very similar. Our defenders, or our midfielders, are more further back, and our attackers are further forward than theirs. But we do get into this game here in League 1. I do believe that we have our entire normal team out there, so the cup team has been abandoned for this game. We do get into the first chance though, where Bradley Dack is played through by Lorenzen, but the ball is cleared down the field by Wallace. Oshilaja wins the header. Emmanuel Thomas ends up with the ball, finds Dack, who threw balls for Lorenzen, who takes the shot, and a good block there by Martin, and a corner kick for us, which I believe eventually ends up in nothing. You see the replay here, Lorenzen takes the shot, and a good block off the back of the heel by the Scunthorpe defender. Eventually the corner comes to nothing, but here in the 20th minute, Lorenzen played through, and he nearly puts us 1-0 up. Bradley Dack with a good through ball, and Lorenzen just can't put it into the back of the net. A very good chance here for, I think, is he German? I think he's German. Oh, I don't know. I'm not good at names or countries. Anyway, Moore here in the 35th minute finds Lorenzen back to Moore. Moore finds Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack inside to Wright, who heads the ball into the side netting of the left-hand side of the goal. And we are 1-0 up here, away from home at Scunthorpe, and a good lead just 36 minutes in. We definitely dominated the game at this point, definitely deserved a win, and that is what we will get if it stays like this. Wasn't into the side netting, it looked like it though. It was just into the the area of the bottom corner, and it is 1-0 here at Scunthorpe. We didn't have much happen until the second half, where Stephen Dawson came on for Vanija Markovic, and again, nothing really happened until the 68th minute, or nothing did happen when Kyle Wooten came on for Kevin Van Veen, and I think that was near the end of the match. As I think not much happened. Morris does find Dawson though. Dawson, of course, the man that came on. Morris finds Wooten, another man who came on off the bench, and Madden played through, and I don't know how he hasn't put that ball past Bond there. But another substitution for Scunthorpe. Charlie Good comes on for Scott Wiseman. They've used up all 3 of their substitutions with 10 minutes to go. We haven't used any as of yet. But Smallwood finds Madden, who finds Townsend, who finds Wooten here. Wooten maybe looking to get the ball into the box. Can't do so. Oshilaja gets the ball away, but Jackson just makes a mistake, and Wallace is given the ball there and fires the ball across the goal, and Bond palms it into the post, and eventually it ends up in the back of the net, and with 7 minutes to go, Scunthorpe equalised here. I think that was Jackson who got the ball, passed it into Wallace, and across the goal, or straight at Bond, who palmed it across the goal, and we are now on level terms with only 7 minutes to go. Can we get a goal back and win this game? Not long left to go at all. Probably won't win the game, and that is exactly what we will do. We do draw the game against Scunthorpe away from home, and not a good game there. We definitely deserve to win that. The second half was theirs, but the first half was dominantly ours. And Murray Wallace, first shot, first goal for him. And unfortunately, we come away with a 1-1 draw. And if you guys have enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help me out. Share it with your friends, family, and dogs. And I'll see you guys next time for the third episode. Peace.